Once again, I'm getting my control. I'm at the end of a mission. The, I'm inside the. Try to show. You come up the ramp. There's usually a major, big fight here. Gotta go inside this room, and as you can see, I've already did the square. Right. I've already did the square for the pin particle machine. There's no enemies inside this room for me. When I was outside approaching this room, this area, I'll go back outside. When I was outside approaching this area, most of the enemies, or maybe all of them, what? Wait. Most of them came outside. Most of them came outside and fought me outside, me and my team. This gun won't target me because I've already, I've already did all of that. The gun won't shoot me and the mission will not end. So I won't get my key or my polycorns or whatever they're called. I won't get those either. There's nothing in here else to do, nothing to fight. When I press the arrow button, it tells me to go right here, right where I'm standing. It doesn't go anywhere else. There's nothing else for me to do. This game, I sent you guys an email probably a couple of weeks ago. I had another mission. It was a vault mission that did the same thing. It says secure area, but I've secured the area. There's no more enemies. But the vault mission I did a couple weeks ago that I emailed you guys about, I was playing with Kate Bishop, and I think it was the desert vault. And I did everything all the way to the end of the vault mission, did all 3 codes, the vault door opened, the vault room was full, the floor was full of the resources and things on the floor and the 3 chests. And none of the resources that were laying on the floor, it would not pick any of them up. It literally would not pick any of them up. And the only thing that I could do on that desert mission with Kate Bishop was activate the final panel to end the mission. But I couldn't pick anything up off the floor. I was able to get the stuff out of the 3 chests that were in that room, but that was it. And I couldn't, well, at least that mission, it ended, but it didn't end with the right score and awards and all that, those things like it's supposed to. Same thing here. This retrieve pin particles. I did. Again, they're in this room. There was nothing when I came in this room from outside after fighting a long time. When I first walked up to the pin particle machine, there was a square. I pressed it. It cycled all the way through to suggest that I had gotten the pin particles. It's supposed to take me back to Hank Pym in this area now so I can finish the mission fighting alongside them. My controller disconnected or was uncharged. So I can finish along fighting aside of them, and I think it's the part where Pym comes out at the end with the particle gun and shoots that big mech machine, and it shrinks, and he picks it up and flips it around, and then the mission ends. But I can't get anywhere. As you can see, there's no enemies in here. I've done the Pym machine, but yet it won't end the mission. It just won't, or it won't end this part. I believe I'm supposed to be teleported. The teleport guy is supposed to come to this room and teleport the whole crew to the little hangout where Pam and the other guys are under attack. Won't do it. This has been on my screen for the last 20, 30 minutes. It will not do. There's no more enemies outside. There's nothing else it will do. And in addition, so that's this mission. That's the mission that I emailed you guys about approximately 2 weeks ago with Kate Bishop. Is freezing. And then in addition, another problem that I've consistently had, actually I've had this problem since I purchased the game. I'd say at least half the time, if not more, of that I collect resources, the different resources in the game, and then go to the vendors. The game is literally stealing, or has been stealing, resources from me. For example, the cubes. When you do certain missions, especially with the DNA boxes, you get a certain amount of cubes, you build up, whatever, and then you go, when the mission's over, I go to the vendors. Say, for example, I may have 60 cubes, and I may use 20 of them to upgrade a certain item or make a purchase from the vendor. And as long as that initial purchase screen is up, it says I have 40 left. But when I step away from that vendor or disengage from that vendor and then turn that vendor back on, it'll say I got like 5 or 10. It just will literally take 20, 30, or however many it wants of the cubes away from me. And it does this every time. This game has stolen hundreds of cubes from me, which has made it extremely difficult for me to upgrade my gear and and make purchases and do other transactions. It also has been doing that with the little I don't know what they're called, the little 4-stick, the things that you collect the most of, all the little white boxes, the little 4-stick things. It's been stealing those as well. Same way, where if I go do a purchase or whatever, the math or the accounting is not accurate most of the time. I make a purchase or whatever, and when I get done with that purchase and I come out of that screen, if I go back into the purchase screen with another vendor or even with the same vendor, the amount that I should have remaining has been changed. It has been significantly reduced to where then I can't, it's almost impossible for me to upgrade and make purchases and do different transactions with the resources. Why is this part not fixed? Yeah, you have all the round tables every Friday saying what's being fixed, and these issues still remain. These things have been happening since I pre-ordered the game, and it's been happening the whole time. In addition, one other issue I'm not able to show, but Hulk's wall jumps are not accurate. When he's either jumps to a wall, you're supposed to use your directional pad to direct Hulk which way, either this way or that way, to jump with the wall jumps. It is not accurate. It is not accurate. Hulk, you can push a directional pad this way for Hulk to jump or wall jump, either jump to the wall, or actually when he's on the wall and then you want him to jump that way, you push a directional pad, it won't do it. It'll jump straight up. It'll just keep jumping straight up, or it'll jump the opposite way. It does that. Mine does that all the time, and it causes problems. It causes you to take damage when you're trying to avoid damage, or it makes it very hard to reach higher levels or areas in the game when the Hulk's wall jumps will not jump accurately the direction that you're pointing the directional stick to go. So those are the primary issues that I've had with this game. I've had these issues since pre-ordering, since the game was actually downloaded. But like I said, these mission freezes, like I've shown in this video, where there's nothing left to do. I've gotten the pin particles, and it just it won't proceed any further. Or if it'll be at the end of the mission, like I did with Kate Bishop in a vault mission. I've completed the whole process. All the resources will be laying on the floor, and I can walk right through them, and none of them will be picked up. And the only thing I can do is go up and complete the final panel D-pad or D button circle to complete the mission, and then I don't get none of those resources. Again, that was in the previous email that I sent you guys approximately 2 weeks ago. I'm going to send this video into my same Square Enix account. This stuff has to be fixed, and actually I feel I am owed a significant amount of cubes, a significant amount of, I forget what the main currency is in the game. Those the little 4 bones when you get them. Most times you get 9 or 12 during the pickups of the squares that you crash into. But I'm owed hundreds of both of those, because it almost every transaction, it takes more. The accounting, it reduces the amount that I should have, far beyond what I have spent or used almost every time. And it's like, what is the problem here? Why? I mean, I've been patient. I've waited for this game for you guys to make the updates and the corrections, and these type of basic problems still exist in this game. This is far too much money to have paid for a full game, and it doesn't function still to this day, which is December 29th. It still does not function with its basic function or all reported functions as it should. That's just unacceptable. So again, I don't know if y'all can send me a download or something, or an update that will credit me the cubes, the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cubes that this game has stolen from me, as well as the little 4 bone, I can't think of the correct name right now, those little 4 stick things, hundreds of those. It makes it's just unacceptable. I'm sorry. I mean, I've been patient. Most of the other players have been patient. That's why people are leaving, because there's stuff still wrong with this game, even on up to December 29th, that should not still be a problem. So I'm going to try and attach this video to that Square Enix message account and try to get it to you guys and try to go from there, because this is just ridiculous.